Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be upgrading this Porsche 911 Carrera with a RSS Stage 1 ECU and TCU remap or PDK remap. So this is a 901 Gen 2, and it's also, because it's a Gen 2, it means it has a 3-litre turbocharged engine, and being the Carrera, not the S, it has the lower output version. Now the S and non-S engines are very similar, and essentially the non-S version is electronically limited down to about 370 horsepower, whereas the S model obviously has a little bit more power. So today with the ECU remap, we're going to be optimizing the fueling, ignition boost, all the other maps inside the ECU to increase the output, and hopefully we'll be seeing around about 450 to about 470 horsepower on this particular car on 98 RON fuel. However, this particular customer runs non-premium fuel, so around 95 octane. So we'll be looking to see probably a little bit lower than that. So obviously we're going to tune the car on the dyno to take into account the 95 RON fuel, and obviously tune the car appropriately so we get all of the power optimized for that particular fuel. Also, obviously the PDK remap we're doing as well. That's going to be optimizing the PDK for use with the higher torque that's going to be produced with the output increase. So what we're going to do is we're going to optimize like the clamping pressures, the temperature limits, torque limits, all those kinds of things inside the PDK box, so it works perfectly with the ECU software, which improves drivability quite a lot, reduces the shift times and things like that. So next thing we're going to get the car on the dyno. We're going to see what kind of power it's making at the moment, log it, and then also after that we're going to install our Stage 1 ECU software with a PDK tune, and then optimize it on our Ryder road. So rejoin us at the end of the video, whereby we'll talk through all the figures. So we'll see you then. Okay, so we finished off mapping the 911 Carrera and we've got the graphs behind us. Now on this particular video we've got 3 different graphs. As you can see, one here, and one here. Reason being is that when we initially got the car on the dyno, immediately it threw a fault with regards to the boost pressure, and then when we actually logged the car on the dyno as well, we could see that the actual boost pressure was not meeting the specified or the requested value of the ECU. Brought the car in the workshop, and it turns out that one of the vacuum hoses was actually had come apart. And what we had to do is we had to basically relocate that vacuum hose, and it also had a couple of other like oil leaks and things like that we rectified for the customer and got it back on the dyno. So originally the car was making about 288 horsepower, which obviously about 90 horsepower down from the 370 it should make from the factory. Once we then fixed the vehicle, it was then making around factory figures about 374 horsepower, which is pretty much spot on. I think the factory quotes around 370. And then after we've installed the ECU software and also the PDK software at the same time, it's now making 458 horsepower and 600 newton meters of torque as well. So a massive difference. The customer was asking us, will I feel the difference? And he emailed after he drove the car to say what a difference the car is. So a substantial difference, as you'd expect, being that the car has made substantially more power and torque. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch other videos of ours that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you'd like to watch some other videos that we have in the same playlist, then click here. And obviously if you enjoyed the video, then we really appreciate if you gave us a subscription. And then obviously you'll be updated when other videos of ours go live, and you can do that quite easily by clicking here. Hope to see you soon.